Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm here with another trick, and today's trick will be on lambda function. So sometimes when you have created your lambda function on a sequence, and you are getting an unexpected result. Why you are getting all those things? What is the mistake that you may have done? You will see in this trick. So like you can see here, I have created one list. Inside that list I have performed a for loop on this particular sequence, and I'm trying to loop over all the numbers that I have inside this sequence, and I'm trying to append all those numbers inside this list. Okay, so if I'll check what this squares contain, you'll see this contains five lambda function. Why? Because here we are appending this lambda function. We are not executing this lambda function. We are only appending this. We are only declaring this lambda function. Okay. So for zero, you have for one, for two, all the values that you have in this loop, you have created one lambda function. Okay. Now let's see what will be the value. What will be the value? Suppose I want a value of an index that will be at zero place. That will be at zero place. The function that I have at zero index, I want to execute that. And my expected result is zero. If we square our zero, then our result should be zero. But it is showing us 16. Why? Why this is an unexpected result for us. Okay, let's see for for three, three it should give us 9, but it is still showing us 16 only. Why? Because here we are trying this lambda function is trying to perform a for loop, a for loop, a square on the value that we are getting in this particular variable. And this particular variable is not local to this lambda function. For this is a global variable for this lambda function. This variable is not the local scope of this lambda function, and you are declaring all these lambda functions here. At the time of declaration, you have different values for x. But when you are executing this lambda function, at that time, your for loop is stopped and your x value stay at 16 only. If you'll check, if you'll check, okay, I'm not sure it will work or not. You can see here, at that time, your x contain 4. That is why you're getting 16 only, because you are executing all the functions that you have inside this squares now only. And currently the x value is 4. That is why you are getting 16, 16 for all the values. This is your result. So how we will get expected result? That means our result should look like this. How we will get this? So that is in our solution part. So I have created one more snippet for that. And here I have done one thing, like when I'm performing a loop, I am creating a local variable. I'm creating a local variable for this lambda function, and I am setting the value for that local variable to this x. That means first value will come 0, and this time lambda will create with 0. This another time with 1, with 2, with 3, with 4. That means every time we will get a different lambda function. And when we will get different lambda function, while executing, we'll get our expected result. Here we have created our lambda function. And when we execute this function, you'll see our expected result, like squares of 0. If we'll execute this, this is our result. When we execute it again for another value, or that twice of place, twice of index, and when we execute this, we are getting 4. This is our expected result. So the issue was we are trying to refer a global variable. We are trying to refer a global variable x, and we are executing it later when our for loop is completed. At that time, our x contain 4, and we are trying to execute all the lambda function with the help of 4 value. That is why we are getting 6. 60. Hope you like this trick. Thank you so much.